welcome to Black Kings Free Game. We are in the building today, y'all, and we have someone that is close to my heart. My brother, Judge Jeff Osteen. We gotta give it up for him.
The Honorable. Yes, sir.
The Honorable. Yes. We thank you, sir. How are you today?
I'm great. I appreciate the invitation.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I wouldn't have it any other way. Been trying to get you on here for a while, and I know you've been busy, but I appreciate you marking that time off your calendar to come spend it with us today.
Yes, sir.
We always start the show with asking every king or queen how their day was. So today we're going to start with you, Jeff. How was your day?
I had a pretty good day.
Okay.
No court today, just getting stuff done at the office.
Cool.
So you didn't have to deal with any craziness, or do you ever see craziness sometime?
Yes.
Look.
It happens sometimes.
Okay. Well, King Boston, how was your day?
My day was good. It was productive. Nothing out of the ordinary. I just kind of did my thing, killed some bugs, got some new clients. That's always a good thing.
So just making that paper.
Absolutely.
Making it do what it do, baby.
Gotta make it do what it do.
Okay.
My employee's doing great. So shouts out to him for holding it down.
Oh snap! Hold on, y'all.
Yeah.
Look,
that's a
big flex. That's a big flex, sir. Whoever you are, God bless you.
Yeah. Because
for him to say a compliment about that, he's what we call a serial firer. Okay. Yes, I know it sounds abrasive, but that's exactly who he is.
We were on the phone as I was on my way here, and I was just like, "Look, man, I'm getting a lot of good compliments about you, and I'm just grateful for what you're doing." And
he damn near cried. He damn near cried.
Yeah, man. He was like, "Yo, that means a lot." Mm-hmm. So,
bro,
shouts out to him.
So, hey, another shout out to him because I go deep with my brothers. They already know how I am. But look, I appreciate you relieving the stress off of his mind. You don't understand, sir. So today we salute you. The king salutes you. Applause. Wait, you gotta get the claps, brother. You gotta get the claps. Because you are making his life better.
Oh, yeah.
Which you don't know how that trickles down, because he's able to think more now. He just had an event with the Girls and Boys Club, and this is a relief. I saw him the other day just taking a break for real.
Yeah.
So, congratulations on that.
And I think it's time to hire someone else.
Oh, snap. Y'all hear it?
Business is going. So,
hey.
Real good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, King Myers, how was your week, sir?
I'm tired.
He looked tired. Tired,
man. No, I'm good. I had a good week.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had to do any driving?
No. Today I was training a new marketer.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow we'll do like the second day of training, and then it's on to the next one I need to train. Got a couple of stores I need to hire people for, so I just hired for 3 other stores. So I gotta get them in the system and get them background checks and all that kind of stuff, and then on to the training.
Do you do the interviewing?
Yes.
Okay.
Real quick, everybody, shouts out to Tony Milkman. Shouts out to Miss Kim McLaughlin, Dana King, LaRon Johnson. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Everybody, all you kings and queens, we appreciate it. Yes. I gotta say something, Diola, we need to talk to Tony Milkman. Hey man, I heard that people are looking for you to do some music. All right? Do it, man. Like do it. You being requested. I think it was Wesley. I don't know if it was Wesley, so forgive me. But I know somebody's trying to do an interview with you and get you on a track. Man, your music's phenomenal. Hey, I'm urging and pushing you to do that. But as far as my week, guys, my week was decent. It's always hard work out here. Mm-hmm. A lot of things like that's happening in the media, that kind of sways people's weeks and how things go. But all in all, it was a good week.
How's the housing market going?
Housing market is looking good.
Okay.
And the thing people, the misconception they have is that like it's a bad time to buy. Let me tell you guys something. Interest rates are at 7% now. Okay, that's really 7.25, a little bit higher is the highest on the market, but the lowest I've been seeing is maybe a 6.5 if you can get it and you don't have to buy your rate down, right? But let's imagine this: before this real estate boom, interest rates were at 18%. They were really doing it because you got to understand these real estate bonds and things that people invest, they want to see a return.
Yeah.
People want to see a return on investment, and if there's no money to lend, then you can't buy houses, right? So if you set your interest rate now, if it goes up and it never comes back past your set interest rate, you just won.
Yeah.
But hey, let's say it goes down and you're like, oh my God, see, I should have waited. No, you can refinance.
Right.
You refinance your house, and even when you refinance it, guess what? You can pull out your equity. I try to tell people this, especially our military and any families out there. If you have a home, right? You buy a home now, 4 to 5 years later, especially in an economy like Liberty County, because we're constantly growing, your equity is going up faster than any rate anywhere else because we're constantly building. We're in that phase. So this would be the perfect time to go ahead and set you up your own bank account, because 2-3 years later, you might have 20 grand in equity that you can pull out of your house and do something you need to do. Pay for kids' college, start that business you wanted to do. Like, there's so many things that you can do, but you have to understand it, folks. And I know people's got to teach you, but that's why you watch the show, Black Kings Free Game, because we're going to give you free game all the time. But yeah, that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked.
Man, that was some free game.
Yes.
Look, we can rap right now. Cut.
Look, that's him telling me I was talking too much. My bad, but I'm passionate about, I'm passionate about real estate.
Yes, sir.
So let's get to the man of the hour. Judge Jeffrey Olstein. Now, look, y'all, that's my brother. Now, I don't care what color he is, okay? That's my brother. And you know what? Because he's the brother of a king, we might as well go on and make that thing official.
Yeah.
So,
get straight to the ceremony.
Yes. Judge Jeffrey Olstein, I, Mark Mosley, a.k.a. King Conda, the People's Champ, and the other, King Myers. We did have a vote. You came a little bit later.
Oh, okay.
But I motioned that King Olstein be crowned. So do you agree with
I'm a little salty.
because you weren't there for the vote? You see how he is.
No. That's called tardiness, though.
Yes.
So
We talking?
look, today we are.
King Tardy of all? You the king of tardiness?
Can I get an agreement?
Oh, no, you good.
Okay.
You good.
Look, so, Jeff, would you please stand?
That's like the kettle calling the...
You're going to have to get on your tippy toes with Jeff.
So,
Yeah, you look kind of tall. Good Lord.
Yes, sir.
How tall is he? Okay.
Bestow your head, please, sir.
Yes, sir.
I crown thee King Olstein.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
It got some weight to it, huh?
Yeah.
I would have stood up, but you're tall.
Now,
I'm used to being one of the taller ones in here.
All right. Now you're official. Now you don't have to wear it because I know it's really heavy. Yeah, that's right, y'all. We around here doing it like that.
Yes,
it's really heavy, so you can place it back on the table, but know that
That
you
is heavy.
Yeah, that's a crown.
I never really picked it up. That's the first time I ever picked it up.
It's
King
weight to it.
Olstein. King Olstein. We welcome you to the Kings. He's not a black king, he's a white king. All right, so let's get it right. Just like King Moses.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, welcome to the family, bro.
But the king still in all.
Yes, king still in all.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you all.
Yes, sir. So moving on. Where did you grow up?
That's an interesting question.
Is this mic on, engineer? What's going on?
All right, so basically, I lived in Liberty County until I went to the 4th grade. Then halfway through the 4th grade year, thereabouts, my parents divorced, and then Jay and Joel stayed in Liberty County, and then my mom remarried and then moved us to Florida.
Oh, okay.
And then we came back.
What part of Florida?
Near Crystal River.
Okay. I don't know where that's at.
Me neither. I was hoping you didn't say, "Oh, okay," like you knew where it's at. 'Cause I'm looking at you like,
I'm like, what?
I already know you don't know. I can tell
Yeah,
by
I'm
your,
like, he
your
from New
demeanor. You're
York.
like, oh, okay.
What do you know about Florida? But now I was like, he a bug man.
Where is that close to?
It's on the west coast. It was about an hour and say 15 hour and 20 minutes from Gainesville.
Gainesville, okay.
I know
okay.
Gainesville. Gotcha.
Dang, that was bad. We like, oh no, Gainesville. That's how people be feeling about when I say I'm from Midway. I'm from Hinesville. I'm from Savannah. Oh,
Right. That's by Atlanta, right?
yeah, it's by Savannah by Atlanta. No. It's kind of embarrassing too.
It is.
When you tell them Savannah, and they be like, "Oh, okay, that's by Atlanta, right?" No, you still too far, my guy. Georgia isn't just Atlanta. I don't know.
That's what people think, though.
Isn't
I
that
tell
crazy?
them I could get to Florida quicker than Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they don't believe it. So, growing up here, what were some of the things that you saw growing up that has changed in Liberty County?
I mean, Liberty County has boomed. I mean, it's a lot bigger, obviously, than when we growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the old TGNY. We had the Piggly Wiggly.
The Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
The Baskin Robbins.
Baskin and Robbins. It's just amazing that how many people live here now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's grown, and
yeah.
Fort Stewart's grown, and I guess with Fort Stewart growing, Liberty County is going to grow.
Yeah, most definitely. Because the base was all open, man. It wasn't like it is today.
You could just drive on.
You could just drive on base.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And we had Winn-Dixie.
Yep, that was my first job.
Oh, for real?
Winn-Dixie was my very first job as a little cart dude.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, when I was in Boy Scouts, right there on Court Street, my troop camped out at JLJ. All right.
How about that?
Yeah, we did. So it was late night. It was probably around 8 or 9. No, I'd say about 9 o'clock. It was dark. And Winn-Dixie's right down the street at the time. Remember, Winn-Dixie's was right there near Wontons. It was right there. So we had snuck away from the campsite. And now check this out. You got like 6 boys, black kids at that, walking through an empty parking lot. Because at that time, everybody was in the house around 8 o'clock, man. There was nobody in the street because there was nothing else to do.
Right.
So look, we got out of there, and everybody, we went and got our candy. We were walking through the parking lot, and here come the po-pos. Bro, we saw them, and we struck out running. I'm talking about, bro, come on, man.
Y'all
We
Boy
weren't,
Scouts, wasn't
we
it?
weren't supposed to be at the dang on store, bro. Like, we up
a
there buying
curfew or
candy. Bro, we were supposed to be sleeping in our tents, and we all snuck away from the campsite. We were supposed to be walking through town, dog.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, we struck out. Man, we were dipping. They called other units. We made it back. We jumped in our tents. So they pulled up. Oh, I was acting like I was asleep the whole time. They pulled one out of there. Y'all get on out of that tent. Mark. Sir. Bro. Oh my gosh, we got in so much trouble.
Well, here's the question: did you get away with it?
No.
We didn't get in trouble because they couldn't prove who all was there. But we did have a snitch. That was the best part.
It's always a snitch.
Yeah, man, he gonna go up there. They gonna say, "Well, who are we?" Mark, come on out. You ain't sleep. I'm like, man, come on, bro. But yeah, but I remember camping out there. But were you ever in Boy Scouts, Jeff?
For a brief period, it just wasn't my thing. Now, I will say this, my youngest brother, Justin, his son, Marshall, is a Boy Scout on his way to being an Eagle Scout.
Nice.
He's into it.
You know I'm an Eagle Scout.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, I told you. You didn't know I was Eagle
I
Scout?
had no idea.
Jeff, you for real?
You didn't tell me you were Eagle Scout.
Yeah, I'm an Eagle Scout, man.
Alright.
Yeah. I just did a few Eagle Scout review boards for some other Eagle Scouts here in Hinesville. Well, I think a lot of them are from Troop 500.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm an Eagle Scout. I did my Eagle Scout project. Had to go before the review board. My parents are Silver Beavers. Like, yeah, it was a whole experience.
What's a silver beaver?
The Silver Beaver is like the highest award that you can be awarded in Boy Scouts. But it's not just for scouts. It's for anybody that's involved with the organization, anybody that helps and does things in the community. So I see my father getting it, but they also gave my mother one. And trust me, my mom was out there camping just like she was roughing it.
Right.
I remember she put her blue jeans on and she like, come on, we going camping. And she was out there. Yeah, man, those were some times, bro. We didn't cook over the fire. We had an actual stove. My pops had rigged it up to where it ran off propane and you could light everything. It was a gas stove and he just hooked the propane to it and we were out there having biscuits. You should see the other troops. It was a trip, man.
Wow.
Yeah. But so what other organizations have you seen that's come to Liberty County that you appreciate? Look, just thinking like
I gotta think. I was not expecting that question. I don't know what I was expecting, but that wasn't it.
You mean like the Boys and Girls Club? Yeah, man, that's a new one. Well, you saw that video.
I saw you showed me the video. I thought that was awesome.
So do you play basketball?
It's been a long time.
It looked like I can take you.
We could have used you out there.
I don't know. You haven't seen me play yet.
Just the height itself,
Right, just
man.
the height.
Oh man, yeah. The judge is he's 6'8". Y'all just can't see it on the screen right now. He's like 16 feet taller than Mitch. It's crazy. But
It's just a slight exaggeration. So we'll let
you ain't
slide.
gotta tell him. You ain't gotta tell him, Jeff. But besides that, I know that Hinesville's grown a lot.
Yes.
And I know you've seen a lot of people come and go. But what are some of the things that you like about the change or like that change in Hinesville as far as its growth?
Well, I could tell you as a kid here, one of the big things that we did was the rec department.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we ran track, played t-ball, played baseball. And, I think that has grown exponentially. And in the things that they offer kids today, because there's a lot of stuff out there that kids need to do. So they'll, have things to do. And I think the rec department is one of the big things. The Boys and Girls Club, like you just referred to, is a big one. I think anything you can do to get the kids involved, I think all that helps. You learn about teamwork, camaraderie, and I need a little exercise. So exercise doesn't hurt. So
Yeah.
I think those are big things.
Yeah. With Mitch, when that game came, that's kind of my fault. You were supposed to be there. So I'll take full credit for that. I apologize to you, King Osteen and King Boston.
I have to take some because I should have known that you were elected too. Because I knew you were state court, but I thought that your tenure was up. And I also had to go speak with Judge Aspinwall because I didn't get with her either. And she was just as gracious as she always is. She gave me a big hug and was like, it's okay. I don't know if I would have played, but I was like, regardless, I should have came to you and gave you an opportunity to be a part of it. Because I know she likes stuff like that as well.
She does. She likes to be involved.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Now, being involved with the community, with you being a judge, have you ever had some crazy? What are some of the craziest moments that you can remember that you can talk about that happened in the courtroom?
Oh my gosh. Well, we've had several. Probably the craziest one we've ever had was I had a guy, individual come to court. And basically started cussing and carrying on, being disruptive, and warned him that you can't do that. And he continued to do it. And I said, if you do it again, I'm going to have a choice but to hold you in contempt. And so he apologized and tried to correct himself, and then he kind of looked over at one of the lawyers in the courtroom and made an inappropriate comment. And so I said, okay, that's it. I'm going to have to hold you in contempt. And it just so happens we had bench trial that day, which means we had several law enforcement officers in the courtroom. Well, they grabbed him, put him on the on the court reporter's table, and it didn't take long before, when you start stacking bodies on top of that, because they were trying to get him handcuffed, they broke the table. And so and then one of the lawyers had to grab my court reporter, who was in her mid-70s, to get her out of the way. That was interesting.
Yeah, that sounds intense.
So.
Hey, anytime where you be like, yeah, I'm about to leave. Oh, hey, y'all get anytime you had that happen, like, have you ever had anybody try to come across the bench?
I have never had anybody try to come across the bench.
Okay.
They saw you walk in, so
They were like, we gonna leave Judge alone.
No. But you got to think though. I mean, I always say I'm in the people business. You deal with people. You got some people that come in that just want to get their case done and over with and move on. You got some people that are nice, some people that are not so nice. You're just dealing with the general public. Then I found that a lot of times though, a lot of people come in, they're confused, and so when they come in, they're already defensive. So me being me, I'll try to diffuse that. Try to tell them, hey, look, it's a speeding ticket, or it's whatever. We're misdemeanors. This is not Superior Court. Do what we need to do and get you out of here. But a lot of times that kind of diffuses the situation. But sometimes we get some that it doesn't. You can't tell them anything. They're already mad, upset.
And a lot of times when people are like that, they're anxious and they come in with an attitude. I can just see it. Like, oh, you're against me, and they don't know you as a person. Yeah. And that's something in society that we need to change.
I don't see how that benefits them, coming with a negative attitude.
It really doesn't, because I can honestly tell you, end of this year, I'll have 20 years in state court. I'll have a little over 12 as the solicitor, which was the state court prosecutor, where I was kind of on the ground, hands-on, and then just shy of 8 as judge, where I'm sitting on the bench making decisions. But people just, if they come in and just try to work it out, it's fine if they say, I didn't do it. Because that's a constitutional right we all have. Everybody has the right to plead not guilty.
Yes.
Everybody has the right to a jury trial. You have a right to an attorney. And at trial, everybody has the right to confront the state's witnesses, cross-examine them, call their own witnesses and testify. So if somebody comes to court and says, hey, look, I'm guilty, I just want to work something out, we're really very agreeable about working it out. If somebody has like a speeding ticket, our solicitor does a pretrial diversion. You pay a pretrial diversion fee. You do an online defensive driving. The ticket's dismissed. Doesn't affect your license. Doesn't affect your car insurance.
Did y'all hear that? Say that woman. What's that called again, Judge?
It's called a pretrial diversion.
Okay.
Pretrial diversion. So whenever it's for traffic infractions.
It's for traffic infractions, but DUIs are not included in that.
Right. If you wasted,
clear on that,
they're gonna put you through there.
Yeah. No. I heard the judge on that show say that I can do a pre-trial diversionary program, so that's what I want to do. Yeah, I know I blew 30 over. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, but see, that's great news, man. That there are programs in there to help.
Yes.
With people and the way that they perceive the courtroom, I think a lot of that is because of the understanding. They don't have understanding of how things work. Yeah. And whenever you don't understand something, it makes you automatically frustrated because you're like, I gotta go against these people and they got all the ammo. And here I am.
They think it's rigged.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm quick to correct people when they say, well, y'all got me charged. Y'all got this. Y'all got that. I say, wait a minute now. I'm not the police. I'm not the prosecutor. I'm not the defense lawyer. I'm the judge. My role is to see that you're treated fair that your rights aren't violated, and that we adhere to the Georgia and the federal Constitution, U.S. Constitution, and we deal with criminal procedure. And as the judge, I'm responsible to making sure all that happens.
Okay.
I don't know, other than what somebody's name is on the calendar or what they're charged with, but the facts of the case, I don't know. And I don't know for a reason, because they could say, hey, Judge, I'm not guilty, but I don't want a jury trial, and which means they'll have a bench trial, which means I'll decide a criminal case. I'm not supposed to know the facts at that time.
Right.
And I think a lot of people, when they come in, or not a lot, but some people, when they come in, they think I automatically know everything. I don't.
Yeah.
And that's for a reason.
Right.
Yeah. They think that all the evidence against them, you done seen it. And
I've already ruled. Yeah, I've already found guilty.
Right.
And that's simply not true. But anytime I take a plea, I will remind them of those rights that I just went through, and I also remind them that you can plead not guilty if you want to. Only you can make that decision. And I'm very agreeable. We're very lenient about doing continuances if somebody wants to hire a lawyer, talk to a lawyer. I got no problem with that.
Yeah. Now with you, Joe, I know that you're a very direct but fair person.
Yeah.
I've known you a long time, bro. So you're very fair. And when you're in the courtroom, when you try and show people how fair you are, do you think that they catch on, or do you think they ignore it?
I honestly think, when I kind of slow it down and explain it to them, I think a lot of them really do understand, or they try to understand. And I think that's part of the issue. Not everybody's a lawyer, and not everybody's gone to court before. So when you go to court, it kind of seems overwhelming, but there's policies and procedures in place to try to run as smooth as it can. And so when I see people come in and they don't understand, I try my best to break it down and try to get them to understand. Now, as the judge, I'm a lawyer, but I cannot give legal advice. That's one of the big things, because I'll ask somebody what they want to do, and they'll go like, what do you think I should do? And I'm like, I can't answer that.
I can't answer that.
But, what we do, we're pretty liberal, pretty lenient about, I'll grant you a continuance, see if you qualify for the public defender to represent you, or hire a lawyer. I'll continue it, no problem. Right. And I usually ask how long you need. I can't go 6 months down the road, but I could go 2 or 3 months down the road, give them a chance to talk to a lawyer.
On an average court day, whenever you have court, like about how many people do you see?
It depends.
Okay.
We've had court before where there was no room in the courtroom.
Wow.
We had people waiting in the hall, and we try to get cases moved out to allow more space in the courtroom. Generally speaking, we probably run, 75, 80 a court calendar. So
that's in a day?
In a day. And then what we do is we have court generally every Tuesday and Thursday. And then the last Thursday of the month, we'll have bench trials. So and then as a state court judge, I also do civil cases, and we generally do those twice a year.
Okay.
So, but so kind of break it down. The first Wednesday of the month is our motion day. If there's a civil motion, we handle those. If somebody's got a criminal motion, we handle them on the first Wednesday of the month. Tuesdays and Thursdays, generally our criminal arraignment calendar. Somebody hasn't been to court, or they're coming to court to make a plea, which means they could plead guilty or not guilty. And then the last court days of the month, we'll do bench trials. And then I'll do 2 civil jury trial terms a year and 2 criminal jury trial terms a year.
Which court do you like the best?
Well, I would say probably 70% of my time is doing criminal cases.
Okay.
So
is like something like a DUI considered criminal?
DUIs are criminal.
Okay.
Yeah, even speeding tickets in Georgia are considered criminal.
Oh, wow.
They're a misdemeanor, which means in misdemeanors, typically you can be punished up to 12 months or a fine of up to $1,000.
Okay.
Generally. Anything more than that would be a felony, and that would be handled in Superior Court.
Okay.
Man, I would know 80 cases in a day.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people, man.
That's a lot of paperwork.
That's
right.
Typical. Sometimes we have more than that. It just depends. That's just kind of an average.
So each case, would it take 5-10 minutes each case, or?
Yeah. What what I typically do is I'll give the solicitor, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour maybe, if they need that long, to talk to people. We've learned over experience that if I take the bench right at 9 o'clock, they're still talking. Mm-hmm. I may sit there while they get cases lined up. So what I do is I don't take the bench till about 9:45. That gives the solicitor time to talk to people. And a lot of times somebody wants to do that pretrial diversion we just talked about. That's not even handled with me. That's handled straight with the solicitor's office. They'll go outside, talk to probation, because they'll oversee it. They're not on probation, but they oversee that all the conditions are done, and then they leave. They're done. And so a lot of times they can clear out a lot of cases that way.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of cases are already lined up by the time I even take the bench.
So let's say after the end of a court day, is there a lot of like paperwork for you to do as a judge after the fact?
Yeah, what I have to personally sign each and every disposition.
Like
if we do a plea, I'm signing a disposition. The clerk fills it out, and then I sign every one of them.
Wow. So that's a long day.
Yeah.
Could be a long day. And then on Tuesdays, we do what we call probation revocations. And so they may have a dozen or more just of those. That's not included in that 80 cases. Wow. These are in addition to. If somebody's on probation and they want to change some of the terms of the probation, they got to come to court. Or if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they come to the judge to talk to. So that's really what happens.
Wow.
So, like, of course, in order to be a judge, you have to, state court judge, you have to be an attorney. What would make an attorney want to even be a judge?
That's a good question.
Because I get the vibe it's not about the money. Because you probably make more in your practice than sitting on the bench.
Honestly, you'd make more in private practice. Mm-hmm. What got me to do it, I can speak from my personal experience. I knew I always wanted to be a judge. My dad was the state court judge years ago. Mm-hmm. And so I just thought that would be kind of neat to follow in his footsteps.
That's cool.
I will admit, I didn't think I'd do it this quick because I thought I had a little more time.
Because you're like 35, right?
Oh, you're too kind. You're real kind. Yeah. But no, the state court judge, I had just qualified for as solicitor, and he qualified as judge. And November elections rolled around, and we won. And then he told me, I thought I was going to have 2 years to get ready to be judge. The opportunity to become judge, he gave me like 2 months.
Oh, wow.
He says, I'm done. So I had to make that decision. So
do y'all have to go through like continuing education?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So to be a judge, you have to obviously you got to be a lawyer, but you got to have 7 years experience.
Okay.
So to be a judge, you got to be practicing law for at least 7 years.
Gotcha.
And then once you do that, then as lawyers, every year we're supposed to have so many what we call continuing legal education hours, CLE hours.
Okay.
As a judge, you got to have so many CJE, continuing judicial education hours.
Okay.
So you're required to have so many hours.
Because the law is constantly changing.
The law is constantly changing.
Yeah.
And most new laws take effect July 1. So.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
So new laws have just been
given,
enacted.
Generally take place July 1.
July 1.
That's when they started the thing with the THCA and all that stuff. That's what's going on. But it didn't go into effect. But it was passed, but it didn't go into effect until August 15th, I believe. But that's if nobody does a court case against it.
Okay.
Then it gets held up, I believe. Am I correct? Or you don't know?
I'm not sure what you're I don't know what you're talking about.
THCA? What? With you, did you have to take both hours, like for the lawyer part and the judge part, just because you're?
Yeah. Now, as an attorney, I had to do the CLE, and I had to do so many hours every year. Our state court judge is full time, so as judge, I would just do just the CJE.
Okay, I got you. And I know you said you make more money from, being a lawyer, and I know you say that you took that dedication because you wanted to follow in your father's footsteps. But you've been the state court judge for how long now?
Well, since April 2017.
2017. Wow. Mm-hmm. You had opportunities to just let it go if it really wasn't your thing. But you stuck in there, Jeff. You really did. And I know you're a very humble person. And I keep saying this again, you're very fair. Very fair. And when you talk to them, especially you guys that might have to see them in the courtroom, understand that the person that's sitting across from you really does care.
Yeah.
He's not prejudging you. I know of times where I know that people could have been prejudged and be like, you know what, you're garbage, right? But he kept the same composure. Like, all right, let me hear what you got to say, buddy. It's looking rough, but but you're gonna have your fair shot, and that's the type of people that you need in your community.
Yeah.
Once again, Liberty County strikes again on another good positive effect, and people need to know about this. Okay, you need to understand that here, for now, okay. You can talk to a lot of your public officials, a lot of your leaders, and you can get answers. Now, you can't go up there with an attitude trying to oppose your, you work for me and you gonna answer my questions, sir. You can't do all that extraness, but you sure can say, hey, do you mind? Who can I speak to about this situation? I need some help. And there's people up there that will help you.
Right.
Because you go to these bigger cities, them people like, what you came up here, you see all them 345 people behind you, man. You can go on over there and try to figure it out. We gotta take what we got, y'all, and love it and appreciate it. Jeff, if there were some things you could change about Hinesville, Georgia, I mean not Hinesville, but Liberty County, what would it be, brother?
I wish there was more ways, because I live in Midway. I wish there was another way to get into Hinesville without going around McLary's Curve. So I wish we had more roads in and out of Hinesville.
Hey, well,
that spot gets...
Look, but it's changed now.
It's about to get a whole lot more.
Yeah, it's about to get a lot.
The light right there.
I'm not going to involve you in this conversation, but I'm going to talk directly to King Boston.
What's up?
The King Boston. So we got a curve there. And we have the gas station.
By the Parkers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we putting stoplights?
From what I have been told, it's a dangerous curve.
Oh, I get that, but you put the stoplights at a part of the curve where can't nobody really
see the curve.
Yeah, because you when you come around, you be like, oh, it's a stop. Oh, you don't know what's like. I don't get that. I could see it if they would have did it earlier. Like maybe right between the performing arts and where you turn off to go straight to Fort Stewart, but to put it deep off in the curb, so I don't know, man. Look, shouts out to the engineers, but y'all help me understand what just happened, because that curve, there's been so many cars that went into Parkers. Yeah, they done built a wall.
They built a wall.
So is that wall supposed to stay there? Because I thought they were just doing it for construction.
Oh no,
purposes.
that's there, bro. they ready for the zombie apocalypse. Like, and it was the same pump that got hit all times. That car would fly over the curb, hit that pump. It was like the third pump. Pow. So yeah, that's very concerning about that curve, though. Yeah. Eddie, you know what curve we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know the hell accident is that?
Yeah. That's getting dangerous.
Yeah. I don't think that light's gonna do much, but cause more.
But I think that with the light there, it's so much traffic that even before you enter the curve, you're gonna see the cars
backed up,
kind of stopped at the light.
Yeah,
I would think that too. But what if it's not?
Well, guess what? We about to find out.
Yeah, we about to find out real quick. Yeah, that we'll see how it works. Everybody be safe. Remember that light is coming up there. I know a lot of talks was because they might be putting up another light at Publix. I just remembered that.
They are.
Because the Publix is going to be over there across the street from Applebee's.
Right.
So I can understand that. That means it's going to be two lights. The traffic about to be nasty.
Yeah, that's why.
They might be doing it like that even more just so they can get that bypass. It makes sense. See how bad traffic is? We got two lights there. So, hey, y'all, we're smart, too. We understand what the play is.
Because that bypass is coming.
Yeah. In 2052.
they've been talking about it for at least 20 years.
Hey, make me understand why 17. Okay, so when you go down 17, right, it's a straight shot, right? 17 loops all the way around, and you can connect in to where you can make a turn and go to Little Whiskey to reconnect on 84. It's like we already have a bypass, but we don't recognize it as a bypass. I'm just trying to get it, and it leads all the way back to 95. You follow 17 around, you go through Riceburg. In the Riceburg is the other exit ramp. So it's just confusing to me why we're not. I think it's just a lot of people going to Hinesville, bro.
I think it's just a lot of people going to Hinesville.
Yeah, so if we do get the bypass, I know it affects other people's pockets differently.
Yeah.
But it will cut your traffic, so that means that your convenient stops and everything that you're getting now, it'll get less because people that don't want to come through Hinesville won't go through Hinesville. But yeah, it might save on our traffic, but yeah, that's just something I was thinking about with that light right there. That's a trip, man. That's a trip.
I guess we're gonna see.
I think it's about completed. I think they're ready to start it up.
They are. Dang, I had my question in there. My bad. Oh, with being a judge and you having to work like DUI cases, right? Has there ever been a time where you were just flabbergasted by what happened? Like I don't understand how that happened. Like they give you a crazy story.
There's actually several. I mean, I could tell you I think I was a solicitor, but there was a guy that literally blew a .4, passed out at the light there on 84.
Wow.
Passed out?
It's scary, yeah.
Wow.
And I as I also run the DUI court, so I go to the accountability court seminars, and they'll tell you, well, they told us that most people, when it gets close to the bars closing down, most of if not most, but at least half or better of the cars are people actually leaving from the bars. And they say statistically that a person will drive under the influence at least about 100 times before they actually get caught. So those are kind of sobering statistics. And so I know I got a child, a young or an older daughter driving. I tell her, you get off the road by 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yeah. You're not on that road at 8 or 9 o'clock at night. You're off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, with these kids, man, things changing too. Are you getting young people in your courtroom a lot?
Yeah, if they're 17 or older, they come to state court.
Okay.
If they're 16 and younger, they'll go to juvenile court.
Okay.
And then a lot of times we'll have parents come with the kids because they got a speeding ticket, and guess what? They're on mom and dad's insurance. So.
Yeah, I know that you're going to court to try to get that ticket reduced. Look, Judge, just drop it just a little bit. They're going to charge me $200 more for it's your fault. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I know as a judge, you can choose to reduce the speed, is that correct?
Typically what happens is a person who's charged with a speeding ticket will meet with the prosecutor, which would be the Solicitor General.
Okay.
Like in Superior Court, you got the District Attorney. In State Court, it's the Solicitor General. So they'll meet with the Solicitor General. As the judge, I can approve or disprove whatever they've worked out.
Okay. Okay.
And like I said, generally with the pretrial diversion, that's handled with the Solicitor General. And so that's when they do that, and if they complete that, it's dismissed.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
But an actual plea requires judge approval.
Okay.
Okay.
But as the judge, I can't negotiate because that's the lawyer's job or the party's job. I either prove it or not.
I got you. So you got to have a good lawyer, basically.
I recommend everybody get a lawyer.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, well, I don't know if I can ask you that. Let's see. As far as our public defenders, how many public defenders do we have in Liberty County? Do you know?
I don't. Now, for state court, we have one.
Okay.
We have one public defender in our court, and he's actually a private attorney that's contracted just to do our court.
Okay.
So he's an actual defense lawyer who has a contract with our public defender's office just to handle our court.
Okay.
So now I believe there's maybe 5 or 6 in Superior Court, public.
So, but in your court, that's the one that's got like 80 people in a day, right?
Correct. But not everybody wants to get a lawyer. But most of them try to talk to the solicitor beforehand and take advantage of the pretrial diversion.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, because y'all remember what was that law? That law thing, was it Legal Shield or something?
Prepaid legal.
Yeah, prepaid legal.
You have any thoughts about that? Like, is it something you recommend?
We don't deal with them.
It's like, that's
let you
right,
know what he
Judge.
thinks about it.
Guess who I got? Hold on one second.
$19.99 a month.
Hello? Hello? All right. You tell him what you said. No, I put you on speakerphone. Look, I can just see people. Hey, I got prepaid legal, and I was walking around like I was a big dog. Good. I'm telling you, man. I don't know. Make me call my lawyer, bro, because I ain't called him, and I done paid $19 for like 6 months now.
Yep.
It's time for me to use it.
Time for me to cash in.
Have you run into prepaid?
I could honestly say that has never happened in state court. I've never had to pause anything to talk to some lawyer on speakerphone. That's never happened.
Man, look, I'll do it, man. Look, maybe you haven't seen those people yet, but I think they're coming. Have you dealt with prepaid legal, though? Have you had a lawyer from prepaid legal show up in your courtroom?
Not that I'm aware. They don't. If they are, they don't identify themselves as that.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
They're just their lawyer.
Yeah, from whatever firm.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is how they work.
They don't come in saying I'm with Legal Shield or Prepaid Legal or anything like that. They just come in, I'm so and so, I represent whoever.
I got you. So we don't know. The jury's still out on that one. If prepaid legal lawyers are in there or not. I'm pretty sure they are, but we won't know. Jeff, we're coming to the part of the program where we're going to talk to the audience. Now, you have Copernicus over here that is more than likely going to go very, very deep off into Plato and Greek mythology. You have Mitchell King Boston over here that's going to go into his feelings because he doesn't release it a lot. And you're going to have me come sum it all up for the public and give my insight on it and my emotional opinion. But we try to inspire. And for you to reach the heights that you've reached as state judge of Liberty County, there's got to be some wisdom in there. Because, first of all, I know Mama done put some wisdom in you. Because Dad has put some wisdom in you. What's the wisdom you want to give to the people, Joe?
Well, I mean, one of the things I can say is just stay humble. I mean, just be who you are. And one of the things I try to do, and I really do, and I'm not saying it just to say it, but I truly treat people the same way I want to be treated. Mm-hmm. And I really think that goes a long way.
Yeah, it does. That says a lot.
Yeah.
That says a lot. We'll save Copernicus for last.
Yeah.
King Boston.
I mean, honestly,
That's crazy.
Judge Osteen kind of took my key word because I was going to say to the people, you know, if you do find yourself in a situation where you have to go before Judge Osteen or any judge for that matter, it serves you to be humble. And if you did it, you did it, you know. And there's ways that you can work things out. They could work it out, you know. I definitely believe in having legal representation. And, you know, if you, at some point you have to have some accountability, you know, because they see people all day, every day, and they've heard everything. You know, so you thinking that whatever story that you have is unique, it probably is not, you know. And yeah, just be humble, and I think that will take you far, because, you know, we have individuals like the Honorable Osteen, who, you know, has a heart and has compassion. And, you know, we all make mistakes. You know, we all make mistakes. And, yeah, if you just take some accountability for your actions, you know, you might be pleased with the outcome. You don't have to pay for whatever you've done. We all have to. For every action, there's a reaction. You know, or just don't get caught.
Right. The Honorable King Myers of the Greek mythology and African folklore.
Oh, wow.
With stories of untold. No,
That's
King
different.
Myers. Go ahead.
That's definitely different. We're all busy, right? Life, family, work. But we all have to learn to rest sometimes. That's relax, energize, sustain, and transcend. Because without rest, our body's going to give out. We're going to be irritable. We're not going to be the person we are. But we have to take that time to rest. And that's what my word is today, is rest.
Yes.
Yeah, look. Eddie tired, dog. That joker got out
just
of
woke
bed.
up. That's why he said that.
He was like, I sat up here with you guys, and I'm tired. And I'm about to tell these people that I'm tired. You need to rest. Hallelujah.
I just want to rest.
I just want to rest. Look, well, to sum it all up, you need to be yourself.
Yes.
You need to have some get up and go. And you need to push yourself to limits to where you can see a result. For every action, there is a reaction. And the reaction should be your results. All right? And at the end of the day, just like King Myers said, we all gonna need some rest so we can recharge to go back at it. I encourage all the kings and queens out there, go hard in what you believe. Understand that there are compassionate people out here, just like you are, if you're compassionate. Well, at the end of the day, your body's gonna need some rest because you got to do it all over again. Love you, kings and queens. This is Black Kings Free Game, and we were just with King Osteen.
You're
And we're rad.